Hello guys, and welcome to episode 5 of my Karelia campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Soviet side. Previously, we made a breakthrough with the 203rd Rifle Regiment, using some of our aircraft to back them up. Now we can move a little bit north and attack the Heavy Artillery Battalion 27, so that's what we're going to do next. Let's grab the 1064th, 1066th and 1261st Rifle Regiments. And we'll pile on in, because I assume some of these might try and help out. If they don't, then we'll be able to push most of these off of their defences. Tactical battle. Set it to player controlled. And we'll jump on in. Now, I don't think they actually reinforce, which means we can probably just run down this unit. Now, I do notice that the AI hasn't been reinforcing that much. It is probably due to the fact that they have breakthrough defences that they're doing it. But we'll see how it goes as we continue through the campaign. I might, at some point, if the AI gets fixed up or if there was a bug specifically, might come back to play this campaign again once we go through the Axis side of things. Anyway, no need to delay. We'll just grab all of the Strelki we can and we'll just charge towards them Soviet style, because it's just going to be a bunch of artillery guns and also just leaders and stuff like that. I'm going to grab a few of these as well to go through here. And nothing crazy, just a load of infantry. Right, let's launch the battle. We go. Should be quite simple. We can probably bring in some Strelki to just kind of secure objectives in case there's any units that kind of get stuck behind our lines and they start causing like weird salients and stuff. It often happens when you're using armor quite a bit, but in this case should be fine just because of the sheer amount of units that we have. We'll give it a good go. It should be really quick. I'm just going to keep it sped up. If we do come across any units, I'll just unload the bulk of the Strelki and then kill them. So for example on this right hand side, no point in letting anything die, just unload all of the Strelki. Just 100 men, over 100 men, just deleting that leader squad. Alright, they can carry on foot. Unload these fellas, unload these fellas. Great. And that should allow us to just clean all of those up nice and quickly. Just look at the machine guns on target there. This lot just went straight through. Already up to 21 flags. Nice and easy. Don't leave your artillery behind, boys, because this is what happens. Should just give these an attack move order so they can start hunting down those units. Okay, brilliant. We got a little bit close for comfort there with the truck, but it's all good. We're going to win in 30 seconds. Might have to be careful if this starts firing at us point blank. That could actually hurt pretty badly. Yep, like so. Fortunately, that's victory. Otherwise, that Strelki squad was probably going to die. So that was a quick start. And as I mentioned, it did break most of the defences. But it has left my units in a pretty precarious position. Mainly due to the fact that they can likely attack either of these units with a bunch of their own, all in one go. Anyway, let's just move all of these guys forwards. Great. At least they're covered by AA, so they can't use aircraft to help them out there. It would just be a ground-based battle, which should give me time to delay enough till phase C to bring in the other rifle regiments behind. Right, moving further up, we have the tribal battalion here, waiting to get attacked. So let's just click to prepare battle, and we'll jump on in with our 3 rifle regiments here. They might be able to bring in some aircraft to help them defend this one, but doesn't look like they've chosen to. They did bring in aircraft. I don't think we have any AA really for the rifle regiments. The best bet might just be to do like a Soviet wall of Strelki and just run forwards. It might cause us to lose quite a lot to like bunkers and stuff, but we'll see. Let's just deploy without transport. We'll just spread these out the whole way across. Grab all the Strelki we've got. Do a massive Soviet charge. But I love it when you can do this. Have so much infantry, so many points. I can back them up with mortars as well. Add some Strelki DP in there. Okay, I'll leave the rest of the points for a couple mortar teams. We'll just have those two there. And maybe a couple here as well. Okay. Let's launch the battle. And then we'll give the order to charge. I'm probably going to want to select these ones on the right hand side and give them more specific orders. There we go, that should cover most of the map. Then what we can do is put these on to fire at will, and if we spotted anything, we did spot something at the start, they will be able to just fire on that. And then as we go, we'll just keep bringing in more and more. I feel like this is pretty cool. You can just imagine the whistles blowing and the commanders just being like, charge! And all of the men just start running forwards in a big long line. Off they go. Fantastic stuff. Speed it up a little bit until we meet enemy contact. Then I've got to play it a bit more carefully. I'll probably just start bringing in more and more mortars to help us out. Now, since we don't have like an amazing amount of supply trucks, actually we do have quite a lot of supply trucks actually. We've got 2 per battalion, so that's not too bad. Right, well, we spotted a unit there. Do have units pushing us on the right hand side. On the right, it might actually be worth bringing up some Maxims. Let's do that. And we'll bring up a couple mortars here that can hit that bunker. Yeah, we'll just unload them early. Because there was something that unloaded into these buildings. For that, I'd probably need like Avtos or something. Not sure. Anyway, most of their infantry, I think, is the disheartened Rengistus. So we should be able to kill them quite quickly. See, I do have some more Strelki DP we can bring in. I'm gonna just use them to secure objectives, really. On this right side, I think I'm just going to bring in all of the Strelki from the 1st Battalion of the 296th. And we'll charge into that town. So far, it's not going too bad. But we haven't really come across many bunkers yet. And the bunkers are going to provide the problems. Because we're going to need to pin them down and surrender them, really. It's going to be difficult to do with just a bunch of infantry. I'm just going to give these a seize order here. I did have someone in the comments say about why don't you use a seize order more often. Well, seize orders are great for, like, if you're not paying too much attention, they will save more than if you just did like a unload at position order. But I like to think that, you know, with an unload at position order, if I am paying attention across the map, generally more efficient to do that. Or just like unload as you go. Or let's just run down this bunker, which is the reason that I don't really use C's too often myself, even though I do recommend it to newer players. Well, that infantry there took a wrong turn. Damn. Right, we're just running down that bunker. I need to run down this bunker as well. Let's get the mortar fire coming down on it. Great. Yeah, generally in Steel Division, the like smart orders and also the rules of engagement, they're really nice for like newer players, but when you become more experienced at the game, you learn the keybinds and all that kind of stuff. It generally becomes better to just do everything manually to get like a more efficient desired effect. Because there will be some cases where the seize order also doesn't necessarily check in a place that you want it to. So you'd have to like manually give an attack move order. In this case, we're doing pretty well so far. Oh, there is a bunker here. I was wondering what was stopping us capturing that. Okay, well at least we took down that Maxim bunker. That's good. We do have these pinned down, so we do need to like run on top of them ASAP. As the mortar fire came in, got the job done. We can get rid of both of them, that'd be fantastic. Okay, that's not a fantastic engagement for my Strelki at close range. Strelki really just aren't better than anything at close range. They're not even good at long range generally, unless you have a lot of them, which is why I'm kind of getting away with things here. Right, fantastic. Right, let's carry on the left-hand side. The left-hand side's doing really well. I think the right-hand side's a little bit more difficult just because it is much more open. So it does take longer for us to make ground because we get pinned down in the open quite a bit. Oh, I did just lose a Strelki there. That's going to be another bunker. And yeah, a seize order in this position wouldn't have saved that Strelki. It probably still would have died. Because it fired out of stealth really, so there's no real way to counter that. It just happens sometimes. But only losing one Strelki so far. I'll take it. I'll take it indeed. Pretty good. Not sure what's on this left hand side. I feel like something's over here. Like on this part just here. Or maybe it's in these light trees. We'll see. Rendered that. Let's carry on. There's just so many troops moving forwards right now. This is great. Love it. And the best thing is, we can bring in even more. Bring in another 12 there. Get another 12 to push through this town. I might bring in some Strelki DP, just to kind of check this area. Getting through this town might be a bit of a pain, especially considering we're getting relatively low on ammo. Also, I think I'm going to kill my own Strelki unit. Oh no. This two-man squad. Dodge the mortar fire, boys. Get out of there. Right, we're going to tell those to run back. We'll just carry on forwards. We're 13 to 13. Not too bad. must be something here. I'm actually going to have those unload on the right hand side, and we'll have these kind of come up and unload in the town. These ones can unload early in the town as well. I should be getting my mortars further up, because at the moment there's not really much they can do. And it's the bunkers further back that we're going to be wanting to take out. Because they're going to be what stops us from finding the major victory. We're getting there though. There must be a unit here somewhere. There's a mass amount of Strelki running up. I do think mass infantry charges do look cool in this game. Alright, off we go. Oh, we found it. It was a bunker. Well, I'm actually just going to stop these until we get rid of that bunker, and then we'll just drive them up afterwards. Maybe we could just change tack and go up that road instead. Probably not a bad idea. Let's get these unloaded. They can join the charge on this side as we continue to break through all of this disheartened units. How long do we have? We've got 5 minutes left at the moment with the current amount of flags. I think I'm going to need 20 in order to get a major victory, so we're 4 short at the moment. We've got 5 minutes to make a difference. We did just surrender that bunker. Fantastic. Let's go kill the mortar. There must be something over here that we haven't killed. We'll just cut across. These need to fall back. Save that single man. Okay, we found another bunker. Just go and sit on top of it. Main reason we're doing that is to get the SMGs on target. If the SMGs are firing, we can pin it down like way quicker. Because that's then all of their weapons firing. Also, a lot of these are probably getting low on ammunition. But now the MGs can fire as well. And we should surrender that shortly. Okay, same deal here. We want to rush up this hill. Great. Keep pushing, men. Just need to surrender that ASAP. There we go. That will allow all of my men to continue. Because with an attack move order, they generally tend to just stop and fire their machine guns at bunkers if they see them, which is not ideal, so making sure you manually surrender those is pretty important. And in breakthrough, I'd say it's probably a good tip to just try and surrender bunkers more than destroy them, because it's just so much quicker. It takes a lot of firepower to wipe out a bunker. You could, in theory, mortar them to death, but it just takes so long. You may as well just pin it down and run a squad towards it. Classic Soviet style. This has been cool though. We have so many men here. We've got a bunch of Maxims being moved forwards. Look at that, we're storming their defences. Gets very loud as you zoom in. Especially when they're all firing at the same time. We're 40 seconds left until the major victory. There's a squad in there with 2 men. Yeah, we'll move them back. Okay. We're going to have killed most of their forces. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up actually destroying this unit. Oh, look at all these Strelki. They ran out of ammunition on their rifles and Mozens. So they've only got one submachine gun between them in each of those squads to engage that. That's a major victory. 36 kills, 1 loss. Poor Strelki DP got killed in its transport. Okay, successful. Happy with that. And I don't think there's much behind that unit, so that's a clean breakthrough, really. We have the 6th Rifle Corps that can move up and exploit that as well. All of these units really can squeeze up in there. I might even move the 641st Anti-Tank Regiment all the way through. Cool. Next up, we need to attack these two. So I can either attack the Independent Battalion 13, or we can hit the 1st Battalion of the Infantry Regiment 53. I think we'll probably hit those first, because that might dislodge this out of its defences. Also, we can actually bring in ISU 152s. That's going to be fun. But I wonder if they'll reinforce this one. We'll see. Probably going to attack like so. In theory, we could bring in bombers, but I think I'm probably just going to play this off the ground with the ISUs. What are these? 122s. And this does actually have some 105 mils. Alright, let's tactical battle. Oh, they're actually bringing in reinforcements. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, they actually brought in some artillery. Okay. And I think the other infantry unit nearby. This could get difficult. Because there's going to be a, like, I think it's, yeah, they're all in phase A, I think. So it's going to be 60 versus, well, 90 points, I think they start with, because it's very hard AI. Well, it's actually is only hard AI, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's quite that much more then. I've always used to say it was 90, but I think it's more like 75, because it's hard, not very hard. Anyway. Doesn't particularly matter, it's still going to be difficult. Let's manual deploy. We'll grab our ISU 152s and I'll probably have them basically in position straight off the bat. Especially up on a hill like this, for example, we can probably get quite a lot of work done from these positions. So we'll have a couple go to here. We'll have a couple on top of the ridge. I'll have a couple can go to the right. It might be worth actually starting them on this right hand road, but I think I'm not going to do that. I'm also going to have a bunch of them push forwards from here. Actually, that's a bad idea because that's just a load of swamp, I think. Yeah, this is swamp. I don't think we can go there. So we may as well just have them go up the road like so. Okay. I'm going to have one here that can kind of push up and then from this position have it just sit here so it's not going to get shot from the top of this ridge. You can face armor to the left. Because I'm not sure whether their defenses are going to be on a map like this. Like, this is a map I haven't played really that much. I think I played it when I was testing the DLC, like once or twice. I'm not familiar at all with where the AI places their defenses normally. So that's something we're going to have to work out. For these ISU 152s, I think I'm just going to have to focus on Strelki as more or less our recon. So I'm going to have not a massive wall of Strelki running forwards. I'm actually going to do more sort of concentrated groups that can push forwards and reveal enemy bunkers and stuff. And then we can focus them down with the ISU 152s. I will do a few more there as well. Okay, so I'm going to launch the battle now. And we'll see how far we can get. Now I'm worried that they have 75mm bunkers. That would be pretty difficult for me to deal with. Also on this left side where we have so many of these, I should probably bring in an ISU-152 command. I could also bring in the combat as well to make these 2-star better at sea, because naturally the ISU-152s are pretty low on rate of fire. So making them sped up is pretty important. Let's bring in some infantry to accompany those. I might bring in just like a bunch of Maxims here actually, just to sit in front of those ISU-152s. I could do the same here actually in the edge of the tree line. I have 1,200 meter range. Oh, they're bringing in artillery. Okay. Well, they're actually using Maxims as well, so being able to match the range of those would be pretty nice. Right, so these Strelki, we can push them over to the right hand side here. We are going to have to take this easy. It's going to be quite a long battle, I think. Ooh, goodbye Maxim. Gonna have to take these one by one. I might bring in like a couple snipers with these as well, just so that we can spot stuff at a distance, more specifically infantry, just like running across the open, because our infantry and the tanks won't spot that too easily. So here, I'm just going to unload these into the buildings. Up on this ridge, we should probably just throw in a bunch of avtos. We'll bring that in. These are under fire. Let's just move them up like so. Make sure they keep moving so this artillery is not as effective. Because at some point, if like the AI just keeps targeting my ISU-152s, what's going to happen is they're going to die to artillery fire, which would be less than ideal. So yeah, for example, they're unloading that sniper, just revealed all that stuff that we previously couldn't see. There is actually a bunker up there we've got to take care of. I do have some big artillery pieces, but I'm not sure it's a good idea to bring them in, because they do have their own artillery, and generally the AI loves to counter battery. I'm going to unload these early. There is a 75mm bunker on this side as well. I think they should only have 2 of those. So how do we deal with this bunker then? I mean, this bunker we might actually be able to take out with like another couple ISU-152s. The only issue with bringing in multiple on this side is that it makes it quite precarious when we try and squeeze through this left-hand side. Right, these are currently being shot at by the Maxim here. I might be able to like max range kill the 75mm bunker on this right hand side. Let's bring in another ISU there. We just have the ISU-152s just smashing that, it should be fine. Oh, there is another 75mm bunker there. That's... oh, this is not a good idea. There's 2 AT guns shooting us. Okay, let's pull out of that position. Alright, the Avtos should be able to move up and take that. That's great. So we're in an okay position. I'm going to start moving these ISU-152s around a little bit so that we don't lose those to artillery. The artillery coming in is pretty big. Even some hella craters. All of this needs to just fall back. Right, Strelki did go down. I'm going to have this one move up. We'll keep that one on the ridge for now. I'm going to move my sniper back forwards. We need to spot that bunker. And maybe I'll have to use a bunch of... I think I have 120mm mortars somewhere. I think I saw them. Yeah, here. Bring these in. We'll just mortar battery that 75mm, and our mortar battery, I think the other one's here, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll just bring in like all 6 at the same time, and then we'll just go from there. Alright, we're killing those off nicely. That's good. I'll bring over my ISU-152. I might be able to start shooting this bunker on the hill. Right, these don't need to get too far up. After we do a volley, we should definitely move and then attack again. I'll give them an order to move afterwards. Okay, let's save for the other 120mm battery. We'll need one more tick and we should be fine. A little bit worried about pushing up through these trees. I'm going to grab another squad of Avtos. We should still have enough left for the 120mm. Yep. Okay, another Strelky went down. Not too bad. I'm going to have this ISU-152 move forwards. If it gets into range and it can fire, that'd be great. I'm going to need a supply truck for it though, but eventually it will kill that 45mm bunker. Okay, let's see if we can sneak up a bit further with the Avtos. It's a shame we're actually coming under fire here. Not good at all. Alright, we'll get into range and just demolish them. As we do... Ooh, there's actually a bunker there as well. Okay, let's get back into cover. Okay. Just gonna give that order, give them a move order. Back order, move order. Okay, these are all gonna have to fall back. These poor Avtos are just getting wrecked by artillery. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, with those Avtos in position, I'm quite happy to push up my ISU-152 here. I will eventually break down that 45mm. We're getting closer with the supply. I'll make a little push across there. That's fine. We can move up this one as well now. I'll get the Maxims to move up. Cool. So we've got 20 minutes left. If we've already pinned that down, actually, I could probably just move the ISU-152s into line of sight to kill it. Okay, so the bunker's dead on the hill. Get these Avtos to keep pushing up. I might bring in a couple of Sapari on the left side here. Do I have some more Avtos? I do. These would be great for just securing the close range engagements. On the hill, we're just going to bring up Strelky here. We'll brute force over the hill. These Maxims can start just moving across the open here. And we'll have the ISU-152 follow them up. Should be able to get away. Ooh, that's not good. Just bring in a bunch of infantry there to just help defend that. And one of my mortars is dead already. Sneaky AI. Oh, did we destroy that bunker? Yeah, we did. Okay, good. Right, this is just a like an AT rifle, so we should be able to just obliterate that one. Right. We're making progress. Slowly but surely. I'm going to unload these. And we're going to have them sweep through this right hand side. I'm probably just going to give them a seize order. Actually no, we won't do that. We'll just do a manual attack move order. That's fine. Okay, so we're well out of range of that AT rifle. Gonna bring in another big clump of infantry. We'll start pushing up this right hand side, because with that bunker gone, we should be able to take a couple flags there. We've almost taken this flag up on the hill, which is great. Oh no! My Havtos, they died to a shot from the artillery there. It killed 2 of the transports before they unloaded. That's harsh. Yeah, that's a 45mm bunker. To be honest, we can face that tank that with an ISU-152, but it is a little bit risky. I mean, a couple shots and maybe I can just fast move up the road, I don't know. Let's just have the Strelki start running towards them as well. I will unload these before they get RT'd. And we'll start making an attack move over the hill. My Maxims are making ground, which is good. I don't know if that... I think that's dead, yeah, it's just gone. Fine. Oh, the cover from the ISU-152s, that was beautiful. Fortunately... Oh, it looks like this Strelki might die. It did already. Alright, that's just an AT bunker. Like an AT rifle, so that's fine. Let's just start moving these up as well. Alright, these... probably going to have to unload as they go. I don't want to put all of my effort into watching that though. We are getting there. At least we're not going to lose now. 20 minutes remaining. All these Strelki can just start charging up. My ISU-152s can demolish the machine guns on that side for us. I do need some more infantry to join my Strelki here. I'm hoping that Strelki can defeat them. Nope. Shouldn't have jinxed it. Classic. Let's bring in some more Strelki to just push across the river here as well. Get some Strelki DP. Just ride up to the ford. I think we demolish both of those bunkers at least. Have the sniper move up. The sniper should move up as well. How many HE shells do we have? Oh, quite a few. Good. Alright, so I want to get these ISU-152s into a position where they can shoot this left side. That would be ideal. Then we need a bunch of infantry that can follow us up through this area. This ISU actually may as well just push up pretty hard. Damn, this is not looking good actually. I need to be careful. These are the 155s. If they direct fire my infantry, I think we lose the infantry very quickly. Well, they do have a very good submachine gun, these guys. We're going to be careful. Their close range engagements are actually pretty nasty. I don't know about having that one go forwards like that. Also, I'm surprised how much damage that motorcycle's doing. I might need to get some supply on this side. Or the ISUs. I'm going to have the Stroki DP make a push over. They're going to be supported by like 4 ISUs, so it should be fine. I'll get a few of these Stroki to move up that way as well. The others can all like move up onto the hill here. And we'll have a couple just zoom out ahead. Damn, these Maxim squads really letting me down right now. Push up onto that again. Right, let's have these ISUs all push forwards here. And I'm definitely going to want some infantry to take care of this hill. Grab some Strelki. Just a few. To push up this hill. Alright. With the way we're pushing at the moment, it might get to the point where we just take a lot of points all at once. Which will be good because it will allow us to get the major victory. But it depends. Just gonna make sure these get into buildings. And well, that's run out of ammunition. We can send a couple up there though. I might have this one come back and meet the supply truck. These two need to push around this way anyway. Watching the ISUs like fire in with their big guns. Really cool. The big explosions they make is really awesome. Alright, let's just keep pushing up here. Put pressure onto that artillery. I'm going to have to move this ISU 152 across. And all of these, well, they can unload. We'll have them attack move up. These ones can unload as well. But the rest of them will have start moving up and unloading there. Right. Get some Strelki DP here. Look up that artillery. Damn. I feel like we're actually going to have taken quite a lot of losses. Shots coming in there, that's great. These we're just going to have run down that bunker. These are both out of ammunition. Let's just stop them where they are. We'll bring in a supply truck. These ones are fine. Let's just have these all zoom up. I think I've pretty much been just letting the artillery demolish that Strelki on the right side there. That's not good at all. Oops. Let's see if we can just run on top of these. That one needs to attack, move forwards. This one needs to come back down. Great. Alright, we pushed onto that MG, that's fine. Just get rid of the bunker. And then we just want to carry on, take that flag. Might even have the ISU come up the hill. I really hope I'm not one flag short of a major victory. That would be mighty unfortunate. "5 seconds left. The only flag that we're even close to taking is that one. Oof. I really hope we weren't one flag short. Otherwise I feel like we missed out. For 21 minutes, 58 seconds, that was one hell of an attack. 108 kills. 39 losses. That was a full-blown defense that time around. They brought in all 3 units to defend on a breakthrough defense. So, yeah. Fantastic job by my ISU 152s though. They got loads of kills for us, killed the bunkers and stuff. But their artillery, their heavy artillery, did so much damage. Look at this one on the right-hand side. I think that was what I was talking about, where I just let those Strelki kind of run into that artillery piece. Bit of an oops there. Oh well. Glorious sacrifice for the motherland. And that will give us another breakthrough on the line. Very nice. Okay, we can actually attack this unit straight after, which will probably allow us to destroy them because they'll be isolated on their own. They only have like a few units of infantry left. And then we can also attack through to the 3rd Battalion of the Infantry Regiment 53 as well. So there's still a bunch of attacks to do this turn. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. I'm going to leave it here. In the next episode, yeah, we'll wipe out this independent battalion and we will hit the 3rd Battalion of the Infantry Regiment 53. Well, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.